Hi everyone, I believe you are doing great. In today's video, we are going to discuss about interrupts mean humans in the loop. We'll see that what it is and how it works. And in today's video, we'll discuss about per invocation mode in more detail. Per invocation means when check pointer is equal to none, so it is the default. It means each call starts fresh and inherit the parent's check pointer to support interrupts and durable execution within a single call. First of all, let's see what is interrupts and how it works. So it is the same code that we previously used. Here we import the mandatory libraries. We have two tools, one is fruit info and another is veggie info. Here we have created two sub agents and we attach these two tools with these two agents, and we also wrap these two agents in a tool, means into a tools, and we give these two tools to our main agent. So our structured look like this. So we have main agent. Under this main agent we have two sub agents. So we attach these two sub agents as a tools, and these two agents have its own tools. Each invocation can use interrupt to pause and resume. Add interrupt to a tool function to require user approval before proceeding. So for example, let me just copy these lines and I will paste here. And I just simply add an interrupt. So before calling this tool, it will ask for user permission. So when user will say yes, continue, then it will call the tool, otherwise it will remain paused. So it is the documentation. I click here on interrupts. Interrupts allow you to pause graph execution at a specific points and wait for external input before continue. So to use the interrupts, we need two main things. One is check pointer, a check pointer to persist the graph state. A thread ID is your config, so the runtime knows which state to resume. In this video, you just need to know that to use the interrupt, we need thread ID and check pointer. And here we just add the interrupt inside the tool. So before invoking this tool, it will ask for the user permission. That's it. So let's see how it works. First of all, I just copy these lines and I will paste here. Here I'm saying config is equal to configurable and thread ID is equal to 1. Here I am invoking our agent with the message tell me about apples. Apple is a fruit. It means it will invoke the fruit expert agent, and our fruit expert agent will invoke this fruit info tool. So let me just run this one and let me just run this one also. How do we know that there is an interrupt? So to check that, I am saying if stream.interrupted print stream.interrupts, else print no interrupt. Here it print interrupt value is equal to continue, means it is asking for user approval. To approve that, I will simply copy paste this code here and here I'm saying command resume is equal to true. So here I'm giving a command to the langgraph. Hey langgraph, yes resume is equal to true, means I'm saying yes continue from this thread ID. So in the configuration there is a ID. So this time we'll check the interrupt in resumed. So let me paste the code here. If resume.interrupted, print resume.interrupts, otherwise print no interrupt. So let's run it. So this time there is no interrupt. It is just the introduction of interrupts, means basics of interrupts, how interrupts work in the langgraph. So when we'll use this concept in our actual project, then you will know it better. So you don't need to worry about that. Each invocation starts with the fresh subagent state. The subagent does not remember the previous calls. So when we invoke our agent first time, its subagent message count will be 4, and when again we invoke our subagent second time, its subagent message count will still be 4. To check that, I will simply copy the line of code and I will paste here. It is our ask fruit expert and similarly I will copy the line and paste here. Here we are counting the veggie subagent message count. In this we don't need the interrupt, so I will comment this line. Let's first of all restart our kernel and run this code again. We don't need to run these blocks of code. I will simply copy these lines and paste here. Let's run it. Here I am invoking the agent. I am saying tell me about apples, means it will invoke the fruit expert agent, and then I again ask tell me about bananas, so it again call the fruit expert agent. So you clearly see that fruit sub agent message count is 4 and second time the message count is 4. Why it happened? Because we are using per invocation, mean check pointer is none. Each call start fresh and inherit the parent's check pointer. And similarly multiple subgraph calls, multiple call to a same subgraph work without conflict, since each invocation gets its own checkpoint namespace. So let me just copy and paste the code here. Here I am asking in same question like tell me about apples and bananas. So let's run it. It is written that subagent message count will be 4 and subagent message count will be 4, and it is 4 in both cases. It is our main agent and it is our fruit agent. So this main agent will invoke this fruit agent and it will ask about apples only. It will ask tell me about apples. So this fruit agent call the tool, and in the tool it will pass the apple and it will return that response to our agent. Then this main agent again call this fruit agent with different question. This time it will ask now tell me about bananas. So means our this agent will invoke this fruit sub agent 2 times. The purpose of showing this code is to tell you about per invocation. So you clearly see that our sub agent does not persist the state. And by the way, these are advanced concepts. Very few people have the guts to learn about these things. So if you are still here, it's mean you have the passion to be the extraordinary. So congratulations, you have learned a new topic, and see you guys in next video.